Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about Michelin Scorcher tires for Harley. You should be checking out a set of Michelin Scorcher tires if you want a good set of skins for your Harley Davidson. These are actually OEM tires for a number of HDs, and they'll retrofit to a couple models too. Installation on these has no BSD. We're not giving it a beard rating on our beard scale of difficulty. Tires really are a pretty personal thing. If you know how to install tires, these are absolutely no different than normal tires. If you don't know how to install tires, you're probably going to want to see your shop about doing a set. Let's get right into things. So those of you who've ridden Harleys for a long time like I have are probably familiar with Dunlops being the OEM tire of choice. And over recent years, that's kind of changed a little bit. Michelin is now supplying OEM tires to Harley for some of their models. Specifically, those tires are kind of couched together under the Scorcher name. Now, there's a few different Scorcher tires. We're going to run through a couple of them, what you're going to see, what Michelin promises, and what you can expect out of your tires. So normally in a tire video, I would be comparing these to something else so that you guys had an idea of what it is that you're going to expect out of them performance-wise for those of you who have experienced a few different tires. But my guess is if you're considering a Michelin Scorcher tire, most of you probably have a set on your bike right now. You're very familiar with how they run and ride, and you're looking to replace them. That's not to say they can't be retrofitted onto another bike, but I'm guessing that most of our audience is going to be pretty well versed in how these things run. For those of you though who might be retrofitting these onto something a little bit different, let me just give you a good idea. I think of Pirelli Night Dragons as sort of the performance Harley option when it comes to stickiness and grip, and then I think of something like a Commander 2, a Metzeler ME880, or perhaps a 888 as sort of the mileage end of the equation. So this is going to fall, I feel, somewhere right in the middle. Now, oftentimes I don't have a great bunch of tire knowledge. There's only so many tires I can burn out in a year, but I will tell you this much. I've actually put quite a few miles on Scorchers. We've got a set of the Scorcher 31s on the Sportster you can see over here. I've put some miles down on that. I've also done quite a few on a set of Scorcher 11s. One pair was on a V-Rod and the other pair was on a Street 750 we laid down a lot of miles on. So I've got about 2,500 miles on these tires in combination, and I have to say, I really do like them. Michelin promised better comfort and better grip with these, but let's be honest, every tire manufacturer promises that. Let me tell you where these actually differ. They deliver it. This is probably the first set of OEM tires I've ever ridden that I would purchase again. Usually I can't wait to get stock tires off a motorcycle, and the Scorchers are not that way. Fortunately, they're a really great tire. I enjoyed riding them. If you check out our V-Rod review or our Street 750 review, I really did like the tires and mentioned as much in there before we even started selling these tires here at RevZilla. So you guys may have heard me say Scorcher 11, Scorcher 31. There's also another tire we talked about, the Scorcher 32. So as I had said earlier, Michelin's really are housed sort of under this Scorcher name, but there's three separate tires there. So you can see here I've got a Scorcher 11 tire. You can see this is a really modern looking tread, and over here we've got a Scorcher 31, a little bit more traditional. Now these are geared for specific bikes, but they're also designed, again, to complement the looks of the bike. So this Scorcher 11, this really aggressive, modern looking tread, this is going to be for those of you on some sporties, V-Rods, Harley Streets. You're going to find these on the new looking Harleys. Switch over to something like the Scorcher 31, you're going to see again that more traditional tread pattern. This is going to be for those of you guys rocking some sporties, some Dynas, definitely a little bit more, more conservative looking motorcycles. The last tread pattern that we actually don't have up here, the Scorcher 32, made specifically for those of you guys zipping around on fat bobs. It's a very distinctive looking tread pattern, complements the fat bob very well. So we talked about retrofitting a set of these on there, and we'd also talked about, believe it or not, application information. We said these are for Harley Davidsons. And there's no actual reason you couldn't use these on a metric bike, but they're not engineered for metric bikes. They're engineered specifically for Harleys. But I think the big thing that most people are gonna keep most folks from using these on another cruiser is this puppy right here. You can see these are actually Harley branded. So again, you're gonna keep that HD theme running throughout your motorcycle. If that's important, you'd have that stock HD tire look on there. The Scorchers are going to provide that for you. So when it comes down to installation, as I had mentioned earlier, if you know how to install a tire, the Scorchers are absolutely no different. These things can be run either tubed or tubeless in some applications. All of them, however, are tubeless tires, so anybody who is looking to run these without a tube, you should be absolutely safe doing so. If you've never installed tires before, have a buddy or have a lot of time so you can be prepared to wrestle with them, or again, call up your local shop before you order a set and see if they'll be willing to do them for you. Whether you bring the wheels or the entire bike, you may be able to save yourself a couple bucks by parting out only some of the work rather than performing it all yourself. So if I didn't make it clear, I really do like the Scorcher series of tires. Like I said, it's about the only OEM tire from Harley I've ever ridden that I would purchase again and put on my own bike. My opinion, however, is not the only game in town. Click that info button, educate yourself a little bit about the Scorcher series of tires. If you don't have any experience with them just yet, see what some other riders have to say about the Scorchers that they're running on their motorcycle. If you have any questions, you get stuck with a fitment snafu, or perhaps you need a little bit of guidance with respect to installation, see if one of our gear geeks can give you a hand. See us at RevZilla.com. You can always get us on the horn, 877-792-9455. I'm Lemmy. I'm out of here.